will take the second lesson in chapter 13 of grammar, lesson 2. I'll share the PowerPoint for you. Open page 243, girls, with me. 243, please.
Grammar.
Yes, grammar. Commas in a series. Commas in a series. Do you see it, girls?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. When do I use a comma? I know. Girls, by the way, I forgot to tell you. Previous period, I thought we finish 10:10, not 9:30. I'm used that we take the second and third. Okay. Commas in a series. When I list more than two stuff, I have to add comma. So if I say I bought a pencil and a pen, I do not add a comma. But if I want to say I bought apples, oranges, and pears, so there are more than two. So starting from three objects, I have to add a comma. I bought apples, comma, oranges, comma, and pears, comma. Okay, there is a comma before also the and at the end. I danced, ran, danced, comma, ran, comma, and puked today. I danced in the rain, comma, rain in the snow, ran in the snow, and puked on my brother today. Okay, but sometimes they use semicolon. They use semicolon with parts of series to separate the items. How? In the Olympics, the first place winner gets a gold medal. So here I'm talking about the first place winner. He gets a gold medal. Second place, because there is a medal, there is a comma here to separate the second place, silver medal. Yes. Second place, comma, a silver. Third place, comma, a bronze medal. So how can I add a comma here? A silver medal. And third place, comma, no. He said we can separate it using semicolon. Here again, Dr. Peoples, he is expedition leader. So here I'm modifying Peoples. Then, semicolon, Mr. Keen, botanist, and semicolon, and Mr. Tate, chef. Because here I am, yes, dear.
Miss, the presentation is late. يعني are explaining وما عم طلع بعدين بيطلع الصفحة.
Okay. طب let me check. So which one you see now?
Now طلعت تبع دكتور Peoples هدول.
Okay. Thank you, dear. Okay. And Dr. Peebles, expedition leader, is expedition leader. Mr. Keen, botanist. Mr. Tate, chef. So each one has another definition. So I cannot add comma, comma, comma. So I separated them with a semicolon. Now you see the second slide?
Yes.
When do I use comma? Number one, in coordinating conjunction. So number one, we said listing, a series. Number two, coordinating conjunction. Do you remember it, girls? Do you remember coordinating conjunction?
Yes, fanboys.
Fanboys that combine two independent clauses together. So if I want to say, yesterday I ate cookies and milk. Cookies and milk. So cookies, milk, and the end. At the beach or by the lakeside. Here I don't add comma because I'm just combining two nouns, two phrases. I don't add comma. But when do I add comma? So here we agreed that we add comma in peanuts, cookies, and milk. So we know it in a series, okay? But in here, where is it? The coordinate conjunction will be in the next one. So here, between, as we said, comma in more than one. When I list more than one, okay? Then he takes me to adjectives. I know that you know this information before, guys, but just just we are like revising it or just showing it, so no one makes mistakes in it. So when I have more than one adjective that modifies a noun, coordinate adjectives have the same status in the sentence as in the following example. So I'm modifying the same one. He is a child. This child, stubborn and difficult. So I say difficult and stubborn and difficult. Okay, because the child is stubborn, the child is difficult. So two of these words are what? Modifying child. So I can separate it by a comma. Difficult, comma, stubborn, child. Okay. Quick, efficient road work helped the city a lot. Quick, comma, efficient road work. So after the last adjective, I do not add comma. I do not separate the last adjective from the noun. The crew used meticulous, comma, precise measurements, so I do not add a comma. Between adjectives, don't use commas to separate adjectives that must appear in a certain order. Some colorful birds. So some is adjective, colorful is adjective for birds. Can I say colorful? Some birds? No. But here I can say the stubborn, difficult child. So I can switch them. So when I can change their position, I can add comma. But when I cannot change its position, I cannot add comma. So some colorful, I cannot separate it. I cannot separate them from the word birds. So can I say colorful some birds? No, some colorful birds. So do not add comma when the adjectives cannot be separated, okay? Don't use a comma to separate the last adjective, as we said in the series, from the noun it modifies. We walked on the long, hello, what happened? We walked on the long, comma, twisting scenic route. We walked on the long, twisting scenic route. Okay, so these are very easy. Here I add a comma to separate lists in a series: apples, oranges, apples, comma, oranges, and pears. And I added between the adjectives. The adjectives, are you with me?
Yes.
Okay. What about when I combine, coordinate, and conjunction? Okay, this is what we are going to see now. Wait a minute, I'll share the presentation. Here is it, girls. And, oh, I didn't share. And in this lesson, okay, he wants to gather everything you know about the commas with compound sentences. Here, as using fanboys, do you see it, girls?
It's delayed.
Do you see fanboys?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. When we took fanboys at the beginning of the year, we said fanboys never come without what? What precedes it?
A comma.
A comma should precede it. A comma should precede it, comma and, comma or. So here is an independent sentence, another independent sentence, coordinating conjunction, and there is a comma, and a very necessary comma before it. Sentence, comma, fanboys, sentence. I really like country music, comma, but I like classical music too. Tigers have sharp claws and teeth, comma, and they know how to use them. Okay. Okay, number one, compound sentences. Number one, in compound sentences. Number two. Okay, I'll tell you what, we can solve and then we start the introductory sentences. So we go to page 243. 243, girls. We start solving number one. Arwa, number one. Arwa?
Yes.
Arwa, I can't hear you, number one.
Can you hear me?
Yes, number one.
I can be called the Midwest, then comma, the bread basket, the Middle West, or the heartland.
I
So
can be
after
called the Midwest, comma, and what else? There are two other commas there because it is. I'm listing. I'm saying more than one thing.
comma,
The bread basket, comma. The Middle West, comma.
comma.
Yes. Banjak, are you with us? Batul? Dima too? Dima?
Yes, teacher, I'm here.
Yes, Aya, I can hear you. Can you answer number 2 on page 243, Aya?
Yes, I don't have the book.
Okay, Aya. Dima, number 2.
People think of the Midwest as endless amber fields of grain. It's correct?
Endless amber fields.
Ah, yes,
Here,
after endless.
here we separate what, Dima? We separate nouns, phrases, or we separate what?
Adjectives.
Adjectives. Excellent, dear. Number 3, غلا. Number 3, غلا. غلا. حرير.
Yes.
حرير number 3.
Aristocrats also ate.
Number 3, dear, it is on page 244. Others.
Which one?
First exercise هي حرير.
Yes.
Others. طب read it يا حرير again.
Aristocrats.
What, dear, we are in grammar, page 244.
Okay, 1 minute. Teacher, can you post
Huda, answer 3 حرير.
of this
Yes, I will
chapter
post.
we're done?
Yes, yes. After I finish the chapter, I send you. Huda, answer 3 till حرير be ready.
Yes, miss. Miss, which page? مو نفسها؟
244.
Okay, wait. بس أنا I don't have the book.
You too يا هدى. Okay, Judy. Judy. ليال نضال.
Yes, miss, I have it now.
Judy, answer.
Miss, yes.
Okay, number 3 is Judy, and then Huda will answer 4, and then Harir answers 5. Judy.
Okay, others focus on the wild, destructive storms that rip through the Midwest. Others focus on the wild, destructive storms.
Why? You separated what?
Wild and destructive.
Excellent. 4, Huda. Huda, 4 is correct. So
correct.
Get yourself for number 6. Harir, 5.
Okay.
Harir, 5.
Yes. Afterward, the prince turned to stone, which allowed them to endure.
Read it كده يا حرير.
Yes.
5 يا حرير. 5.
Miss, this is 5. Black. It's enormous black clouds. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Other
Enormous black clouds. Where do I add the comma?
After
enormous black clouds. Where do I add the comma? After what?
Clouds.
Why?
Enormous comma black clouds gather.
Excellent. Enormous comma. Why? I separated what? 2 words that modify clouds.
Yes.
I separated 2 adjectives. 6, Huda. Thank you, Harir.
Yes, miss. Crop destruction can result from a tornado, a hailstorm, or a blizzard. A tornado, comma, a hailstorm, comma, or a blizzard.
Excellent هدى. جودي جودي answered. لين الحاج. Yes, Sham, please solve.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, Lynn, you solve after Sham. She'll solve 7 and you solve 8.
Okay.
Willa Cather, Carl Sandburg, and Sinclair Lewis set their poems and stories in the Midwest. After Lewis, you put a comma.
After what?
After Lewis.
Why did you here you do what? Here I am saying more than 2 nouns in a series. Willa Cather, Carl Sandburg, and Sinclair Lewis. 3 nouns. So I separated. How do I separate them?
We put after each noun a comma.
As after Willa Cather a comma. Another comma will be where?
And then after Lewis, you put another comma.
Yes, and after Carl Sandburg. After Lewis, I do not add a comma here because here it is the verb. They directly set the laws and this. So I put a comma after Cather Sandburg only. Thank you, Sham. 8, Lynn.
The soil, the climate, and adequate rainfall create good farming conditions. We will put a comma after the soil and after the climate.
Excellent, dear. Why? You've separated what?
The soil from the climate and before and.
Yes. Number 9, Lynn Mutter.
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Number 9.
Yes. Yes, Lynn.
Teacher, I'm sorry, 1 minute. South Dakota West endless open space and featured in the movie Badlands.
Yes, would you add the comma?
1 minute. After endless.
After endless, excellent. And there is another one.
It's only one.
Okay. I have 3 adjectives. They modify space. Vast, endless, open. So vast, comma, endless, comma, open space. Thank you, dear. Number excellent, dear. Number 10, Linda.
Does the Wizard of Oz take place in Kansas, Ohio, or Idaho? After Kansas, we put comma.
Yes.
And for Ohio.
And after Ohio. Kansas, Ohio, or Idaho. So I have to add 2 commas.
Yes, I said after Kansas.
Yes. Excellent, dear. Lujain, number 1 in the second exercise.
Okay. The last word that is spelled correctly at the Scripps Howard National Spelling Bee determines the winner each year.
Yes. The sentence is ended by what?
Oh, it's ended by a question mark. So
is it?
We change it to a dot.
Excellent, dear. Number 2, sentence number 2, Malak Al-Haj.
Yes, miss. The winning words from 1966, 1983, and 1984.
Excellent 1983, comma, and 1984, and there is no commas. Excellent number 3, مريم شغدلي. نور بدور.
Yes, miss.
Number 3, Noor. Noor. مريم محمد. Okay, answer Noor.
Miss, I'm Maryam Khalid, but I didn't have the book.
Okay, Maryam. You don't have it? Okay, Maryam.
Miss, which page?
Okay. 244. Serena, we finished the page.
Miss, I know now we will start with which one I say.
We are still in 244. We are almost finishing it.
Miss, did you call me?
Number 4. Yes, Maryam. Answer 4, yeah, Maryam.
Yes. A second.
We are still in 3. We are still in 3, Maryam. Answer 3.
Number 3. Okay. Enormous black clouds gather over the Midwest and bring frequent torrential downpours. This is 4. So if I, yes. Other focus on the wild, destructive storms that rip through the Midwest.
Where are we? We are in 244, the second exercise, exercise 4.
Oh, I made mix. Okay. Those words. This one. Those words were raccoon. Yes. Purim and Rouge.
Commas. Where do I add a commas?
Yeah, we need to put a comma after raccoon, one after Purim, and that's it.
And the sentence is ended by what?
An exclamation mark.
It is an exclamatory sentence. So I add a dot.
We need to add just a dot.
Yes. Excellent. Number 4. Nancy. Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Noor. Can you answer 4?
Yes, okay. Have you ever heard of these words? We will put question mark.
Yes. Excellent, dear. Number 5. Nancy. Nirvana. Serena. Tia.
Miss, I'm here.
5, yes, Serena. Yes,
What,
Nirvana. Okay, Nirvana will answer 5 and Serena answer 6. 5 in Nirvana.
Yes. Number 5. Some winning words are words for health conditions or bacteria such as narcolepsy, Staph aureus, and eczema. We add commas after such as.
Yeah, such as. We have, look, for health condition or bacteria, such as narcolepsy, staphylococcus, eczema.
Yes, then comma and eczema.
So where do I add the commas? After what?
After narcolepsy, then after staphylococcus.
Excellent. Yes. And there is another one after bacteria.
Yes.
Selena 6.
Yes, Miss. Others are familiar words that have tricky spelling, such as kimakazi. We put comma after it. Sarcophagus, comma, and croissant.
Yes. So that have tricky spellings, comma, such as kamikaze, comma, sarcophagus, comma, and yes, and that's it. Yes. Number 7, Taya. Taya.
Yes, Miss.
Yes, dear.
Can you hear me?
Yes, dear. Tell
Yes.
the last sentence.
How about, I can't read the word, and incisor. It's a question mark.
Again, read it again.
How about, I can't read the word. I don't know what's the pronunciation. And incisor, it's a question mark instead of a period.
Excellent, dear. It ends with a question mark. Excellent. Then I have the last sentence. Nothing to be done in the last sentence. Okay? Okay, girls?
Okay, teacher.
Okay. Wait a minute.
Miss, shall we leave?
Oh, no, wait a minute, I said.
Okay.
Basic comma rules video. As always, make sure that you're taking notes. You will be using them all year long. This will be a really useful reference page for you when you're doing any editing on any of your writing. So the first rule is always use commas to separate items in a series or a list. So here are some examples of that. I went to the grocery store to get green beans, cheddar cheese, and garlic. This morning, I went for a walk, read in my book, and ate breakfast. So you can see in both of these sentences that there is a list. So in the first one, we've got a list of different foods, and in the second one, we have a list of different activities. The thing I want to point out in each of these is, as you can see, before the last item in each of these lists, before that and, there's a comma. These commas are called Oxford commas, and some people choose not to use them. I, however, personally feel like they increase the clarity of these sentences because sometimes the items in a list might have the word and in them. So using that comma, I think, is important to make sure that your sentence is as clear as possible. Rule number 2. Use a comma to separate two or more adjectives. Only do this if you could put the word and in between those adjectives and have the sentence still make sense. So again, some examples. Johnny is a smart, kind boy. Or Johnny is a smart and kind boy. So we see that with the and, the sentence still makes perfect sense. So if I take the and out, we want to include that comma between our adjectives smart and kind. Rule number 3, use a comma before and after an appositive. So what is an appositive, you might ask? An appositive is a noun or a noun phrase that renames another noun. That sounds a little bit
okay, girls, this part that we will start tomorrow. So let's not see it today and watch tomorrow after I explain for you. Okay?
Teacher, tomorrow you will not take literature?
No. Tomorrow is also grammar. Vocabulary and grammar tomorrow, okay? Okay, girls, have a nice day. See you tomorrow, John.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.